Yeah, here we are on CT2. We got Oscar from Mexico, Xeno from the United States, Coal and Cobalt from the US. Let's go 3, 2, 1.
Tetris. If you thought last time was bad with the speaker, Kingsman's now on CT1, so we're in big trouble.
Yeah, if we put Kingsman Grand Designs on there, that would be, forget it. Crumson says they're like CT 1.5 because they got King.
So Cole's been all over the country with his parents, going to all these regionals, doing quite well. Nearly won, I think he had the #1 seed in Hartford until the Gang of 4 showed up and kind of ruined that bracket, but still put up a heck of a performance there. Give him another year, he might be in the championship contention.
All right, Mexican Runner in the chat. Welcome, Mexican Runner.
Mr.
There
TMR.
You go. Yes, sir. That's right. What an honor.
My friend.
Oh, that's right, from the NWC 2015.
NWC team, yeah.
Your greatest moments. You beat Aquamentus.
Right, my biggest gaming moment for sure.
You beat level 1 of Zelda, your hugest moment.
Well, I mean, right up there with the birth of my child.
All right, we are underway.
So you know, TMR, your boy Oscar's there. I don't know if you know each other, but Team Mexico, Team Latam.
Yeah, and Oscar right now leading the pack, 116 here in the early goings of our Block B. Should be a great name for a Tetris rapper. Block B. All right, another Tetris Oscar here. Xeno trying to uncover on the right side.
One thing with the rolling, I think, is posture is pretty important. Like, you got to figure out what body part to leverage your controller against, and like the leaning in that you used to see with crazy people.
Crazy people. Do you have
anyone
in mind in particular?
Oh, you know, the dude from Europe who
Yanni,
thank you. Oh, quick top out.
How soon you forget. Oh, and Oscar topped out.
So,
we're joking around about Yanni. Oscar's topped out, so Xeno here in a little bit of a chase down, just needs 7,000 points. And yeah, just taking the skims here and going to try to get. Okay, actually set up for Tetris. Yeah. And Xeno waiting out that bar. And there's the bar and the game 1 victory for Xeno. So early top out for Oscar. And that will give Xeno an easy game 1 victory.
Bit of a handicap there.
Yeah, you know, you hate to come all the way from another country, give up a game that quickly. But, I mean, that's the thing. It's a lot different playing in person than it is online.
This isn't Oscar's first go-around, though. He's been here before.
Yeah, warm-up done, says Burrito Dad. All right, they're underway here in game 2 already, quickly. Look at this. Like speed running. Speaking of speed running.
Oh, TMR.
We are speed running Block B. So Block B.
Oh, boy.
All right, Tetris here for Cobalt 319 and trying to get set up there. Aggressive long bar, column 9 sets up and gets another one. Cole here at 224, so Cobalt ahead. You'll see by our nifty stat, 5.2 Tetrises.
That's a lot of Tetrises.
It is.
That's quite the deficit. And I mean, if I were an immature person, I would notice Cobalt's Tetris percentage. But fortunately, before I completed that sentence, he increased the number.
Well, 71 means something too.
That's
listen to your old George Carlin album.
Yeah, that was also the interstate that goes from Cincinnati to Cleveland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very important stuff.
Yeah,
and we got Scout taking pictures, so I can't see, but that's great.
Well, you know, we do have a computer screen in front of us, Bidwell.
That tiny thing? I'm 47. My eyes can't handle that screen. I have to see, like, remember those big people phones? Oh, Cobalt.
Yeah.
Coal.
Yeah.
Way up there. It's those C words.
Yeah, this is really tough. And, able to get a long bar over to the left. I mean, can you imagine that several years ago? No way. I mean, that's amazing.
I'm still impressed.
Yeah,
that's not manufactured emotion. It still amazes me watching that.
Yeah, kind of a indecisive kind of placement there in the middle, but does get the long bar, and that'll bring that down with a Tetris. 4 Cole, still alive, so good survival. 310 Cole, 459 Cobalt.
That's the crazy thing with the rolling is you can make those decisions to change your complete course and go completely the other side of the board in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, that can cut both ways, though, as you saw on Cole's board earlier. But Cobalt, you want to check out a great Tetris content creator.
Oh, yeah?
Go over to YouTube, right? Put in AM Cobalt, and you'll see some really entertaining and informative videos on the classic Tetris scene. So, AM Cobalt on YouTube.
Look at this.
10 lines ahead right now.
Deficit here. That kind of makes it even more doom and gloom when you see 7 Tetris difference. I think I heard Sharky say post-transition, if you had a 500,000 point transition, that's 10 Tetrises to get 1,000,000 points. So if you imagine 7 of those being behind, that's a lot of math.
So scrambling a bit again, Cole, but going to be able to down stack this and bring it down. Get a Tetris into 19 at 373. Going to add on another Tetris here. Cobalt in at 564.
But back up at top, Xeno with an 81% Tetris rate. So this is one of those favorable boards. Line's the most likely. Both players are killing it.
Yeah, a little drought kind of going on down the bottom, but looks like that's going to end up. Cobalt gets it, Tetris. 405 Cole, 595 Cobalt. Another Tetris Cole.
625 the final scores. Let's for the chase down. Look at the Tetris, and that'll do it. Game number 1.
Is it just me, or Cole and Cobalt just look very similar, like they're like one actor playing 2 parts in a movie?
Right, like the long hair version's the free spirit one, the short hair version's the prim and proper one. Oh, Cole.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Cole, get it over. He gets the line and then misses the next one, the flat burn.
Yeah, still diggable here, but you can see all the gaps very oddly shaped, so a lot of concentration required here. But looks to be getting it down.
I'm a 19. Oh, but hold on. As soon as I say that, Sharky gets a little bit of a bind here up on the
You
top.
kind of like go into maximum alert mode, and what tends to happen, you finally get that relief piece, and then you mess up again.
Yeah, exactly. Dirty
Look,
Tetris.
whoa!
Wow, 497. That'll help a lot.
That's dirty, Cole. George Bush banned that back in the 2000s.
I know, the violation of the Paris
Some EPA
Accords
or
here.
something.
The Kyoto Protocol has been violated.
I don't know how he's still alive, Van.
Yeah, Cole still digging.
And Cobalt is not even really increasing that lead. It's been hovering in at 7 or 8. Now it's up to 8.
Yeah, about 8 Tetrises, 260,000 point lead. That's the green
Another
number.
one. This is what you got to do. You're going to lose anyway. Be crazy.
Yeah, well, yeah, get aggressive and try to, Tetris on the way down. And there you go, left well triple.
Oh. But,
Oh my God, is that out dirty? No way. Dirty Tetris from Hydra, dude. Oh my word. Had to scare everybody a bit there.
All right, so Cole Cole trying to kind of cut into that lead, but Cobalt just staying so efficient.
He's well on his way to 1,000,000 points.
Yeah, still about an 8 Tetris lead or so. Of course, Tetris's increase in value, 1,200 points every successive level.
Right, so right now we're around 33,000 points roughly.
That's right. Once you get to the transition, they're worth about 3,600. So then you count up from there.
So,
really stay in it, not so much catch up,
but
stay in it.
the new meta, rolling at 29, anything's possible. We do have the 39 double kill screen, but that's a lot of room between here and there.
Yeah.
And speaking of double transition,
no.
that's going to do it.
Yeah, that will do it. Cobalt will take game number 1. There it is. I mean, this is very dangerous for me, Chris, because of Cobalt and Cole being such similar names and similar people, that I'm going to mess up their names a million times.
I've already done it.
Yeah, and I've seen in the Discord, the Classic Tetris Discord, there players are making bingo cards for what things commentators will do, and one of them is, of course, messing up their names. So I'm sure we've already... And also, one of the things on the bingo card is, will the commentators mention the bingo card? So there you go, guys. Cover another square in your bingo card.
You know, it is the sense of humor that really, that's why you come back. If it's all prim and proper, why bother?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be here.
Well, back up top,
yeah,
Oscar's struggling here.
Yeah, Xeno got that really big lead, and it's a drought going on, but...
I mean, it's a hero survival here, but that's going to do it for Oscar. And heart number 2 goes over to Xeno, but a better fight for Oscar in second game, but now this is it. all or nothing for Team Latam and Oscar.
Yeah, you wonder how much, players coming from another geography, affects. They've got longer travel.
Yep.
So while, of course, there wouldn't be necessarily a time zone difference for Mexico, getting here to Portland, not too big a one, there's still that long travel, and so it's got to wear on a player.
And the cold weather, just kind of like, when the older you get, the more the cold affects you.
Yeah, I don't think Oscar's anywhere near to even half our age.
But somebody's not around it hardly ever. Could be a thing. Maybe not. Filling in dead air.
Yeah, so Xeno up 2-0, so this is a crucial game here for Oscar. Needs to win to stay in.
Coal with the early shift. Or the miss roll. Is that what it's called?
There's no smooth terminology for this.
The point has been hopefully interpreted by the audience. We're going to bring up our chat and see what comments they're making. We got Mexican runners saying, Oscar, you can do it. TMR in the house. He's smiling. He hears us.
Valerie says, just run through all the squares, Vandy. Well, I was actually going to do that, but I can't get Discord up on my phone. The convention Wi-Fi is not working for your old pal Van Dweller. But I was totally going to try to hit all the bingo squares. We are early on here in both of our matches. And also the sponsor reads are on the internet, and I can't get to them either.
Oh, yeah, wow.
So it's a big mess.
Well, I know who is not a sponsor anymore, that one pizza place.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I'm not going to say their name.
No. Some state.
I do know the name of it, but I won't say it.
Right, Oscar setting up that flagpole in the middle. Those poles are just magnets for pieces to stick to and then instantly end your game.
Simultaneous ending to the games.
Now you can't see into their brains, but it feels like it's indecision, but I guess there might be a strat to it. But again, Cobalt got the healthy lead over Coal.
I think we're ready. All four players. Let's try this again.
Xeno.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Wasn't Xeno in the grade 8 or whatever the term was last year? Or right outside of it, or
just outside.
But the C23. So you see how much our top line, our elite players have expanded. Xeno getting a 23 seed was probably in the 7 to 8, 9 max out range in quals.
Yeah, I mean, multiple max outs for, all of our players here in the screen, but still in the 20s and 30s in seed. It's amazing.
Yeah, all of our top 16 had 10 maxes or more. Crazy.
By the way, while we're early on in our matches here, I want to give a big shout out to Tetris for sponsoring, again, $10,000 in cash prizes for this year's event. So don't forget to follow at Tetris_official on Instagram to keep up on all things Tetris, Chris.
They got some little nifty handhelds. They've been a sponsor. And if they were jerks, they could pull the plug on our thing, and they're not. So thank you, TTC.
They could pull the plug on our thing?
I would believe so. They own the rights to the game.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They could pull a Nintendo and put the Nicks on that stuff.
Oh man. Well, there goes any potential Nintendo sponsorship.
Well,
Thanks, Chris Bidwell.
You're welcome.
All right, down the bottom here we got 329 for Coal, 408 for Cobalt, up top 345 Oscar, 280 for Xeno Phileas. And Boom Tetris for Oscar, 367, adding on to that lead, about an 80,000 point lead. And Xeno fighting traffic here, halfway up the board.
As soon as you notice it, he fixes it. He's like he's embarrassed to be noticed.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, Cobalt setting up for the Tetris long bar, column 9.
Yeah,
there's one for Xeno, middle of the board, waiting for the bar. Kind of
getting drought at the wrong time.
Yeah, and the board not super accommodating right now. Get that long bar over to the right. Okay, there's a good Z for the left. Wants to uncover here. Oh, that long bar over. And just going to bring
he
it
could have
down.
played aggressive. He's like, nope, nope.
Yeah, I tried.
We're getting near transition. That's the perfect time to throw in the towel. And he's also up 5. Oh, no. Oscar's up 5 Tetris. So big change of events in this game.
Yeah, about 140,000 point lead.
I apologize. I saw that number and was assuming the results for a previous game.
That's right. Down the bottom, we are into level 19, 472 Coal, 535 Cobalt. And as you see, the speed has increased by quite a bit. And there'll be really 2 more speed increases. Yes, level 39 super kill screen implemented this year. We haven't seen anybody challenging it yet, but I think as we get deeper in the tournament, we will see that happen. You know, for that to happen, really both players have to go deep.
Good. I think the kids call it hype when they do really well like that.
I think they called it hype in like 2018. I think that's over. You're about 5 years too late on that.
I'm pretty terrible.
All right, we are just about into 19 up top, and we are into 19. Xeno at 405, kind of a low transition score. And Oscar has one more Tetris available. Down the bottom here, 585 Coal, keeping it within a couple Tetrises. Cobalt 655. Now both players up top into 19.
Yep.
About 95,000 points separating them.
Well, if Oscar's going to make this comeback, this is a great way to start.
Yeah, Oscar does need to win this one to stay in.
We don't do no stinking double elims here. Could you imagine if the Super Bowl, the lower seed team had to win the 2 Super Bowls to win a title? That's so lame.
Oh, my word.
Encountering another small one here, just on that left side, the bar will do, but...
Now, of course, you know, we did run our Lone Star Championship as a double elim. You knew that, right? Yeah.
You accommodate the players. You're the people's champ. I just make jerky comments on stream.
Yeah. I mean, of course, it wasn't my choice.
Oh. Well, it was the player's choice.
No, it was Pumpyheart's choice.
Oh, okay. Throw Pumpy under the bus.
All right, 746 down here for Coal, 815 Cobalt. We are into level 25. So within about 35 lines or so, we will get to level 29. Previously, maybe still known as the kill screen, but not so much anymore for the top players.
Well, that lead is decreased. Xeno is coming back, but Oscar's playing it just right. Like, keep the board health, get it at 29 position, roll away. And the Unipiper is in the house. Oh, Portland, never change. It's a guy on a unicycle with a bagpipe.
Over 200,000 points of difference here.
All right, Xeno in trouble here. That left side is going to be really hard to access, and the rest of the board not very accommodating. Okay.
At 19 speed, I mean, it's possible.
Definitely. Okay, there we go. And there's a line in, so I think this is going to be burnable here for Xeno. But, of course, you can always hang a piece.
At any moment. And Oscar's got to score, got to increase that lead when he's got this golden opportunity.
And I think Xeno's going to survive this. It is actually open for a dirty Tetris. And gets it, Xeno. There you go. Let's go, says Xeno.
Look at the excitement. He's almost panting.
Oh, no, and Cole going to top out 903 down the bottom. Cobalt will go up 2-0, topping out on 29.
But look, all that stuff that Xeno went through, and Oscar's only up 1 Tetris. But also, he does have the 1 level advantage because Xeno has cycled through so many more pieces, and he's still not out of this.
Yeah, starting to climb a little bit.
And
now
we're 29. That's game over.
Yeah, we will see. I mean, this could burn down very quickly if he gets exactly the right pieces. But just running out of runway here. And I think that's going to be it for Xeno. Xeno going to top out 748, and Oscar will win one and stay in. So, you know, content.
TMR.
The content me says, all right. The streamer me says, oh.
Nah, I'm happy.
Oh, all right.
I'm having a good weekend.
You look like you're having a good week.
I'm exhausted beyond belief.
Right.
Getting 4 hours of sleep. Yoshi's going to help out here. It's like, hey, no, the judge is great. That makes us look like there's people paying attention and not just throwing things haphazardly together.
Yeah. We're not messing around.
Right.
This is the World Championship.
This is serious.
They got jerseys on.
Yeah.
They should give them, like, CTWC refereegers.
Right, the
Like a
classic footlocker style.
Well, no, I think that design, but black and white.
Oh, okay, okay.
And maybe with like a stripes on the shoulders.
Yeah.
Nobody ever consults me.
No, that was all Sharky's design.
Yeah, nobody ever consults me. They should, because I know everything. We are underway up top. Oscar needs to, well, it's taken one, needs to win this one to force a deciding game 5.
Before 29 too. Only needs like 3 more Tetrises. Definitely, 20 lines to go before 29. Definitely is doable. There's one. It's now under 100,000 points the difference.
And they are underway down the bottom as well. One line on the board for Cobalt.
There's the one. And one more change here. There's one.
If you want to see the bracket, of course, we got the bracket pinned here in the Twitch chat.
He's got it done. 764.
Good scene in TMR.
His second game. It is now 2-1.
Tremendous gameplay by Sharky there. It's unfortunate. He's timing not coming in for him.
All right, there we go. Xeno got to uncover that right side and get the bar and the Tetris. So Oscar kind of weathering that same drought and gets a long bar in for a Tetris. So Oscar back by about a Tetris.
And that was the story of game number 3 there.
Down the bottom here, Coal and Cobalt. A lot of mining going on for those two things.
Oh, yeah. We got Industrial Revolution versus Green New Deal.
Oh, you're using coal to mine cobalt.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's what they never tell you.
And that's how they make solar panels, you know?
Right.
that?
Yeah. And a lot of child labor, just like us.
Oh, man, you went there. Yeah, we do have a lot. That is the one thing that, yeah, the mining industry in China and CTWC have in common is child labor. Oh, man.
I'm funny sometimes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
once
I
in a
appreciate
while.
that. You're a tough person to make laugh, so I appreciate that.
Crumston says, can we talk about blood diamonds now? And we're laughing.
Sorry.
Blood diamonds.
Darn it. Cole's in trouble, though. We shouldn't be laughing at that.
Cole is in trouble, indeed. But this is low enough, and yes, it was just the one kind of layer
It's
above
just
there.
Getting in the hole again, the mining references.
Yeah, and of course, the challenge here is, you could try to access and uncover one gap, and then, of course, you cover the other ones, and then you cover the ones you just used to uncover the other ones.
And Cole's been at regionals, but the stage literally is different for this big show. There's hundreds of people behind us watching this action. We tore down the qual stations this morning so that more people could stand back there and watch. And I believe we're getting a chair drop tonight so that more people can actually sit.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be the most chairs we've ever had.
I know.
Which is what we need. Like, finally, these conventions are wising up and realizing what a draw this is and just how many people it brings in.
I mean, we might start charging for the front row seats. I think that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
All right, Bidwell wants to charge the people. I want to keep them free. How about that? So there you go. I'm your hero.
Oh, hold on. Hydra dude, in some trouble here. Hold on. Oh, he's getting droughted too.
All right, Cole gonna uncover here. Now that is not a Tetris well down the right.
176.
Can he get the T-spin? Yes, he can.
The first time here on CT1 game, we got a decider.
That's right, for game 4 is no more. That means we're going.
All right, there's a little mildly dirty Tetris on the right side for Cole. Back by over 100,000 points, just about 5 Tetrises behind.
Yeah.
Interesting T placement there. Certainly not what he was intended.
That's nerves. He has his support Yoshi, and he's feeling it. You feel bad.
All right, there's a good double to bring the stack down. Makes room for the incoming T for the T-spin, but going to misdrop that L piece immediately after.
5 here. It's Hydra Dude and Sharky. One of them will advance to round number 1. Who will it be? Let's count it down with me. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Yeah, I don't know. King started rhyming this year, and it's a little. I don't know.
The Grand Designs is rubbing off.
I know. I'm not enjoying it. No rhyming on CT2.
rhyming.
All right.
When I was a kid, I heard the term sucker MC and didn't quite know what it meant. Now I think I do.
393 up top for Oscar 516. Xeno as we approach the level 19 transition.
Oh, Cole.
Yeah, Cole.
That's
no.
gonna probably do it. Good game.
Cole is going to top out. That
That's
is going to
tremendous.
be.
He made the gold bracket his first year.
And so we're going to switch just to our match 1. Oh, look how smooth that was. And the return of the runway stat. And the runway basically tells you how many points they have possible.
Potential at transition.
Yeah, if they played perfectly.
And once they cross that transition, they will freeze it and then show you what their transition scores were.
All right, 6-11 here for Xeno, and Oscar trying to clean up the board before 19. Just one line to go. Gonna transition a bit awkwardly, hangs that bar over to the right side, and we'll see. And Oscar not gonna be able to survive, and that's gonna do it. Xeno will take game 4 for the 3-1 victory. GG's.
I hate to see that.
All right, so we have Xeno moving on. We have Cobalt moving on. Unfortunately, our first, really in our first 2 blocks here, our international players have been eliminated, which is really unfortunate. You wonder again how much that travel has to do with it. It's
Right.
pretty stressful.
Or if, USA #1 and everything, you could go that route.
It could be that as well.
I don't like to do that.
No, you're enjoying it. I could tell. You can tell.
Boom.
Now you can say boom here, right, Bird?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Boom is allowed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're at the World Championship, yeah. We got Tang's blessing. It's all good.
You're allowed to say it here, bro.
Yeah.
You're allowed to say it.
Yeah, look at this guy, Sharky, warming up on 29 here, King.
You never know, Burb. That might come down to him needing to get a few extra lines in there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen it in other tournaments before. We've seen it on CTM. He did it up against Aaron, right? Managed to get a few lines on 29, and he ended up winning by like a single burn. And that ended up, I think that ended up winning him the match too. In the later games, he was able to win the later ones, and yeah, that was all that 29 dig was all it took.
Indeed, it is. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so looks like Judges is making sure that things are getting ready and set.
Yeah, getting them seeds in. The final warm-ups.
Yeah, no, it's now or never, right, Burb? If you want to advance in this tournament, it's now or never. Somebody's dream is going to come to an end right here in this round 0.
Yeah, it's always tough because, seriously, like everybody, these quals were crazy this week, man. Like everybody pretty much did so well, Yeah, it was really tough to make this year's bracket.
I felt like there was some tough quals, some tough games that were going on through and through, and
yeah,
the best players in the world, they grind through it, Burb. They got it done. So 16 max outs in 2 hours. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
And 1 push-down point for kicker. Why not? Right.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
Of course. Right. You got to leave your signature there. So
yeah.
Tremendous job.
I was kind of hoping that would be the 1 point that made the difference, right, between 16 and no kicker. Yeah, fortunately not.
So. Well, no, apparently not this year. Maybe we'll see that next
year. Yeah.
We got to battle the shade. Bro, I just noticed that Hydrant's got the shades going.
Oh, wow.
Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are set. Players are ready to go. We got the last thumbs up from Mr. Producer. All right, fans, here at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, it is time for our next block of players to go up again, and we are going to count them down like we always do here in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! And here we go, Burb.
Yeah, second block here. We got a slight misdrop from Sharky there to begin.
Well, if you're going to make that misdrop, might as well make it right in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, just get it over with. Get it out of your system before we get to some of those later games, the later speeds as well.
And there you go, Tetris for Sharky to start, 1 for Hydrant. So Hydrant's going to be up. Look at that nice stat there, Burb. You see that 0.9 Tetris is away. That's thanks to the Nestor's Champs, right, that we're using for this year, the exceptional program by Yobi, doing a wonderful job. And
yeah, he's done a great job with it, and I remember being kind of iffy about it when it was in its earlier phases, but he's really worked hard. He's really made it, he's made it good. He's made it look like this, and that's, that was impressive. Made it a lot easier to use, and yeah, I'm really excited that we've been using it now here at the World Championship.
It's a little bit rough start for Sharky. It's going to be at 55,000 to 150. I'm just going to open things up. Meanwhile, the top bird, we've got L. Tapper, one of the few remaining, right, in the esport these days. Going against the red shirt, who was a former tapper too, and now converted to rolling. Had a very good quality yesterday. I believe it was 5 max outs.
Yeah, that sounds right. Of course, we can be fact checked if I'm wrong on that, but yeah, he's been looking really good. You know, he's looking to have to repeat, you know, his performance from last year. Looking to at least make it into the next round. Meanwhile, L trying to keep the hopes and dreams of tapping alive.
That's not a hard thing to do either, Burb. You see a lot of tappers that have converted to rolling, but those that have still remained can play at top levels.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we saw Brodendam last year make a top 8, right? Like, you know, anything's really possible here. They can hold their own for sure.
Yeah, we even saw in Iberia, the CTWC Iberia, the final regional event before we got to the World Championship.
Yeah. Oh, is L? Hold on, L in the meantime. Speaking of tappers, L in a bit of trouble here. Going to get the bar for the dirty Tetris. And another one, King. Wow.
Ooh, L, that was dirty.
Yeah, just squeezing her way right out of that one. But either way, she's going to take the lead, too, actually. 181 to 177, so we're neck and neck.
You know, at the bottom, Sharky looks like he's gotten the board under control. Now he's feeling comfortable. He's vibing. There you go. That's That's vintage Sharky. The vibe is going. He's
got
grooving.
The tunes going.
He's grooving. He's moving to the tunes. Hydrant Dough looking cool, like the other side of the pillow. He's got that shape.
Cool and collected.
Yeah, that's why he's called a Hydrant Dude.
Yeah.
It's a cool dude.
Yeah, not to be confused with the Dude Abides.
Yeah, shout out to Dude Abides. Wherever you are. Tetris here for L to go to 273. Red shirt at 248. 47,000 point differential between the two. Meanwhile, Shark and Hydrant keeping things pretty close. 261 to 254. Less than a Tetris, about a quarter of the way. 6,000 points. Look at the little stats. I love this, man. All these statistics coming up, they're just showing right in your face, man. You got Tetris rates booming too. A lot of great data coming in.
Oh yeah, we don't have to do the manual calculations of how many Tetrises, right? They're separated by. It'll just every once in a while it'll just tell you, right? Makes it a lot easier on the fans and on us, right?
Yeah, especially if you're like a fan of the Game Scout videos. That's kind of like how he's showing you the differentials in the matches when he's covering them. So it's good to kind of put those two things now correlated together. You can see that here at the World Championships.
Yeah, but definitely a lot more accessible nowadays. Well, as we continue on here, King, we got about a 2 Tetris lead on the top. It's actually all 4 of these games pretty close here. We got over 300K for everybody, but look at L here. 413 here through 95 lines, looking pretty solid here.
Tetris from red shirt to go to 389, keeping it just a little over a Tetris lead. Nice clean games here, Burb, to start our first one. This is the next block, Block B of the tournament today. In round 0, we got a couple more blocks to go for round 0 before we break. And then you get the round 1 matches with all the heavy hitters starting to appear. Now you'll see the big guns.
All those that got the bye. Yeah, the top 16 there.
And there are some interesting matchups going on in the bracket, Burb, based on, like you talked about, the tough day of qualifying. And certainly there could be some matches that you thought could be later in the round, like a semifinal or even a final. They might be happening in round 1 or 2, man.
Yeah. Yeah, as Red Shirt's got a bit of a bar dependency going on right now. We are about 30 lines away, or more like 25 lines, away from transition for him. He is just trying to dig his way down here. That bar did not show up. It is still not coming. There we go, nice square. Finally the bar shows, but not really able to put it in a good spot, but now he's got it all set up. Column 9, he is got that S-piece. Now Tetris ready, waiting on that bar to return. And there it is. Big Tetris for Red Shirt. We'll go to 455. 538 here for L, who is about to transition here. About 10 lines ahead right now. And meanwhile, at the bottom, Sharky about to transition as well. He'll get it right there. 500 to 497 here for Hydrant Dude, who is behind a few lines.
Nice quick step there from Sharky to get that long bar over to the left side, making sure that he can build out. There's the long bar. Bang! Tetris. 528 now for Sharky. 520 for Hydrant, who's still playing on level 18. He's not there yet. Obviously, Sharky with the push-down points, Burb. That's what's
he's known for that.
Yeah, it's accelerating him more, move faster. It's moving that body, but he's got to get all that body English in there to make sure these pieces get over. And there's another long bar for him to score. Sharky in a groove, baby. 559 for him. Hydrant has finally joined on level 19. 526, and up at the top there, Burb, we got level 20s for our tapper roller match.
Yeah, and oh, hold up, L in some trouble. That L gonna hang on that left side. Okay, we're gonna get a nice flat burn. Like, needs the bar to the left. No, not gonna get it. 6:25, the final scores. Red shirt with a chase down. We'll get the Tetris, and that'll do it. Game number 1 going to the 31st seeded red shirt.
GG's on that one on the bottom.